Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. It is Monday. Yeah, it's the end of the week. I don't know what else to say. Sorry. Anyway, as always, moving the mouse. Is Dustin. Dustin, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, everyone. Welcome to Borderline Banter, where
Oh,
news meets entertainment.
yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it says on our website, borderlinebanter.com. Anyway,
And hey, surprise, we have a returning co-host tonight. Jays, welcome back.
Yo, I'm
oh,
back.
How's it going?
It's good. I'm eating lasagna, so if
I
go
just
quiet,
scarfed
that's
mine, so I
happening.
won't be chewing.
Yeah, I might be
uh,
quiet at certain times. Just so you know.
Would it be weird if your little cartoon there would be drinking that? I mean, eating spaghetti?
Do you want me to put like a little lasagna icon down here? Is that what you want?
No, it's good. But I do
It
have
might
to
make
figure
sense.
out how to get you on our. I can have your camera on my screen, but we'll figure that out down the road. But yeah, it's Monday night. I hope everyone's doing great. If you're watching live, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you're watching later on YouTube, give us a follow on Kick. You can find all our information at borderlinebanter.com. Starting off first, though, we got a few stories like always, and I think Jace is going to take this one away.
Yeah, I'm ready to jump right in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, time to change your DNA. 23andMe lost data for 6.9 million people. So I'll say, first of all, I've never used 23andMe. I've never felt the need to go searching through my ancestors' history.
Okay.
And I guess first of all, this is from Gizmodo.com. We like to make sure we're giving credit to our, wherever we're pulling stuff.
Absolutely. But a data breach that included genetic information affected almost half of 23andMe's users. So half the people that sent their shit off to 23andMe, scammers probably have your genetic data, your actual DNA information. For whatever that works for.
Okay, so I didn't know what 23andMe is. We have something called Ancestry.
Yes, it's exactly like Ancestry.
Yeah, same thing,
except
right?
That, yeah, you spit in the thing, you send it off. People, find out who their history was.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know, but yeah, okay. I've never done it. I don't think maybe I would. I don't really care if someone gets my DNA. I'm not hiding anything.
So apparently this is the world's leading consumer DNA harvesting enterprise. So that you should know this one. It's world leading. Okay. But anyways, they initially announced this Friday that hackers stole 14,000 people's information, as well as, quote, a significant number of files. Apparently that significant was the 6.9 million users worth of data.
That's significant enough, yeah.
Were they really trying to downplay this a little bit here?
Okay, so what it is, like, so they got the DNA. What are they going to do with the DNA? Nothing, right?
What do you mean?
Like, what can they do with it? What? Nothing.
They could frame you of a crime or something. I don't know. They could.
What more than so it is? It's so your information.
It claim to be your identity. They could
that's
claim
what
to
it
have
is.
your
It has nothing to do with DNA, but it's gonna have to.
So here's what it includes. It includes, your identity is exactly what this is about to list. Your name, your birth year, your relationship labels, the percentage of DNA users shared with relatives, ancestry reports, and location.
See, that's enough.
Well, right there, your name. Yeah, your name, location, birth year, and knowing a relationship to somebody else is enough to get into a lot of financial systems.
At least it's social insurance number, something in your synonym, whatever you call it there.
The 10 or tax ID or social security number.
That's the other thing. They get all this information about your family.
They don't have that, presumably. But yeah, they've got the relationships. That actually matters too for social
data breaches happen every single day. Every single one of us have been affected by data breaches. Like, it just is what it is now.
Yeah.
But a scammer calls you and says, "Hey, your mom, Tammy, she told me to call you." And you're like, "Whoa, what? What?" About your car's extended warranty.
Yeah. Okay.
It could also include profile pictures.
I'd talk to them for a few minutes and talk to them. I'm like, okay. In the meantime, I'd be on my computer, Facebooking or getting a hold of my mom and be like, okay, what's going on here, right?
Salty says, but what about the clones?
The clones.
You're the clone. I'm the original.
No, I'm the original.
That's exactly what the clone would say.
Yeah, of course. Coming from a clone, that's real rich.
So they lost it. Yeah, that's a big thing, but I'm pretty sure they're not liable for it. Probably says that somewhere in the print. My government actually got hacked, and I got a
Well,
letter.
that's where
I got
the
a letter.
SEC did not immediately respond to requests for a comment. The SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, is who our government's
I got
supposed
a
to have
letter
on them.
not too long ago saying that my data has been breached because of something I did because of a credit card I had from 10 years ago. I canceled it. They're like, "Oh yeah, we got hacked and your information was leaked." Like, okay, but that sucks. They're like, "Well, there's nothing you can do, so enjoy." They said, "Watch your credit. Go to your credit page and make sure no one's opening credit cards," which you should do in regular anyway. You know, like check your credit once. But yeah, that's upsetting. Have you ever used it, Dustin?
No.
No. Would you ever use
Nope.
it?
I don't really think so. I don't care. I don't
Like,
care
it's
what
kind of
my related
interesting.
do.
It'd be kind of interested, but I don't know how much I'd believe it though. I just think
Well, yeah, that's the other thing is who's checking their accuracy on things.
Yeah.
Like they could be saying all kinds of crazy shit about your past, like you're related to a king, you're related to a queen, blah blah blah. But they don't know.
Yeah, like I guess I don't know. I don't know how they can. I guess they can extract. Can they extract DNA from like mummies in the past? And I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like the commercials make it out to be that you're gonna end up with some sort of story about your family.
Yeah,
that
which
you didn't have before, and
that'd
like
be cool.
no,
like everyone probably has a story, right? Because they all survived somehow. They all made it. The farther you go back, the harder it's probably to survive. So of course there's gonna be a story, but was it like life changing? I don't know.
It's probably boring.
And maybe not. Maybe you found out that your great grandpa was friggin' Stalin or something, you know? Like, oh shit, right? So
Why would I want to know that?
you wouldn't want to know that. That's what I mean.
Well, you just told me that.
I said, yeah, but you wouldn't want to know
It
that.
better not be true. Do you have my data?
I do. You do. Like, that's what.
All
And
I'm
it says I'm
saying
related
is,
to
That's what
Stalin?
your issue is all this time, is you're related to Stalin.
No wonder I like
all I'm
trains.
saying is, I plan on planting some evidence. Salty, you better have an alibi.
Yeah. How'd your fingerprint be way here in Colorado? Like, I don't know.
So this is weird.
Yeah.
Because they said like it's millions of accounts, but then it says that they said the hack was a credential stuffing attack, meaning the hackers broke into individual accounts with leaked usernames and passwords that people reused when signing up for 23andMe. There's just
So they're trying to defer the blame.
well, I mean, but that doesn't really make sense. If how do you lose half your database if you this sort of a hack doesn't get half of the people's accounts, like unless half the people are using passwords that they just leave available
A lot
to
of
someone to
people do.
just find.
There's like, it's so easy to get someone's password too, you know. Because you'd be like, hey, what do you use? Like, I use my cat's name as a password, which I don't.
Yeah,
I
but
use
getting
my
one
cat's name.
password versus
But
getting
They're
6
saying
million.
this is because people reuse their
Yeah,
passwords.
exactly.
6.9
6
million
million.
people
The number's too
reuse their
high.
password. No,
You know
stop
what the number
it.
one
That's
password?
not what happened.
You know what the number one password is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the number one
That's the
password.
same as my briefcase.
Okay, but that's the number one password for people because that's just how people are. Like, but that's just how it is. People don't want to keep it, and I'm horrible for passwords. I hate other.
I personally like password where the S is replaced by $signs.
Yeah, maybe there. You
I mean,
go.
I don't expect this to make sense though, because this is coming from a 23andMe spokesperson who up above tried to claim it was only 14,000 accounts at first. So this is the same source of the uncredible 14,000 number. So it being a credential stuffing attack is also uncredible. Like this is probably not what happened.
Yeah.
You don't lose half your database to a brute force.
No.
You just don't.
It's not what happened.
So we'll see what the
has
SEC does.
Salty-
But
has
the
Salty
reason
or
that they're
anyone in the
saying it
chat
is right
have
here.
Done one of these.
That's a good question.
Have anyone? In
But
the
this
chat?
right here is why 23andMe is putting that statement out, because now their answer to this is they put out a thing forcing you to change your password.
Well, that's
their fix.
Yeah,
That's all they want to do. They don't want to do more. That's why they want that above
they can't do much,
to be their statement.
Yeah.
Because of the real answer, they probably can't fix
Yeah.
without actually being
everything's
SOC 3
liable.
compliant.
Every single thing is liable. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, it can get hacked.
Yeah, but good security also costs money.
Yeah.
So
But
you can get good security. It
you
does
hear
exist.
Did you hear what happened about here last year in Canada? When the bank, they said it was a glitch, but I know there's more to it. But the internet went down, the phone lines went down, every single thing went down. You can even call 911. Like 911 was
Whoa.
down for over 18 hours, I think. So It was pretty messed up. You couldn't use your debit. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't text. Like, some people could, but some people couldn't. Like, most people couldn't. It was pretty messed up.
Did they find out who did it?
Well, they said it was just upgrade, which doesn't make sense. They lied to us. It got pushed under the rug like everything else. But again,
so the official story is it was an upgrade?
Yeah.
And you're a crazy person?
Yeah, but like, come on.
Okay.
How did 911 like even people whose phone didn't break, they couldn't even call 911. Like,
I thought they couldn't disable that part of it.
But no, everything I had something the whole thing just crashed. Like, it was pretty messed up. Like,
there we go.
Nothing was working. Like, you couldn't nothing. You couldn't get any money. Like,
is it 911 in Canada?
Yeah, it's 911 here in Canada.
Where?
Yeah. I think it's 911 only in North America, Canada and the United States.
Is it 911 in the UK?
No, I think it's 000 in the UK.
Oh, Jace has food.
I don't know. I'm not 100%.
I have
food just arrived.
Food just arrived.
But yeah, I don't know if that means too much more on this. I don't know. I might do it one day just for the heck of it, but
I think you'll only get bad news.
Or what I'll do is I'll swipe my cat's mouth and send it into them and see what they say.
Ooh, what if they come back and give you like the whole ancestry of your cat? That'd be kind of cool.
That would be actually really cool. Like, are you okay, sir? Like, we have a lot of weird DNA in your body right now. It's like, like.
Well, they're kind of counting on other people sitting in the DNA of the relatives of that cat, so hopefully other people are crazy.
Yeah. But yeah. Anything else?
I think that's all we got.
Okay. Let's move on.
Next up is from.
I'll try to get my DNA back. Yeah, I gotcha. So it's from CNN. Family's pet wolf hybrid kills 3-month-old baby in Alabama. Sheriff's office says that's sad.
Yeah.
Why would you keep a
hybrid?
Wolf? Yeah, no, okay. Stop keeping pet wolves.
Yeah, that's it. Like, okay, they deserve to live. But not with humans. They're not meant to live.
I mean, I would normally ask why, but the headline has the why in it, so.
Like when I was a kid, Alabama. Yeah. When I was a kid,
they're like number 49 in education or something.
When I was a kid, my stepdad found a little kitten and brought it home, and it was just a small little kitten. Within a week, it started getting big, and bigger. Turns out it was a bobcat, right? Yeah, we didn't know, but we ended up
What? This is real? You did this?
No, and
your dad did this?
Well, we didn't know. It was a small little kitten.
Those belong outside.
Okay, it was a kitten. It was a kitten, abandoned, all by itself. So, and our cats were hanging out with it. They were cuddling together. Then it just started getting bigger. Then we ended up giving it to the city, and they brought it to the Wildlife Foundation or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. But as soon as we
was it like still friendly the whole time, or was there a point where you're like, "Oh, this thing's dangerous"?
It did not. It was a little aggressive, but it didn't get any aggressive. We only had it for maybe 2.5, 3 weeks before we found out, and then we.
Did you keep it with a baby?
No, and that's another thing too. But yeah, I was like probably 12 at the time, but it was cool. I thought it was a cat, but yeah, we ended up giving it to the city because you can't keep a bobcat. You can't keep a wild animal as a pet.
Right. Of course not.
You definitely should not.
And yes, we keep cats, but they're not wild animals. They're trained. They're house domesticated.
They're our friends.
Until you don't feed them. But
I don't know. Morris got treats today. They seemed satisfied enough until dinner. It was fine.
A 3-month-old baby in Alabama died after being bitten by a wolf hybrid, kept as a family pet, according to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. Around 12:54 p.m. on Thursday, sheriff's deputies, firefighters, and county animal control officers responded to a 911 call about an apparent animal attack involving an infant at a home in Chelsea. The sheriff officer said in the news. Anyone else want to take it? I'm running out of breath.
I'm just gonna put in my opinion. Don't keep exotic animals as pets.
Yeah,
they're not pets.
A wolf hybrid is a term for a canine with mixed wolf and dog ancestry. Hey, that segues from our previous one.
Also,
the family was aware there was a wolf in the dog's lineage. Yeah, hybrid cat wolves.
Well, not cat wolves.
Wolf
like
cats.
The F1s and the F2s.
Cat dogs.
Stop that.
Dog
Stop
cats.
doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
stop it.
family was aware that there was a wolf. Yeah, okay. The family
So
was
by
aware.
request of
Stop
law
taking your tiny
enforcement,
little dogs with breathing issues to dog shows. No, it's not the same, but these are related.
so the
Yeah.
animal was euthanized at the scene and taken to the Alabama State Diagnostics Laboratory. I assume to get some DNA or something to confirm something. I don't. What? That's weird, right? They
Yeah.
took the dog.
To see why, maybe see if it had rabies or something. Who knows, right?
Yeah. They said that the infant died to injuries suspected to have been caused by the animal. That's weird that they're not confirmed. Like you'd
Well,
think it'd be.
but they can't say until the autopsy's done, right? Doesn't matter, right? Like they have to say that. What happens if it was just a ploy and something else happened and try to cover it up? Not saying that happened at all, right? But weirder things have happened. Weird world we live in.
I don't know. I feel like I've read stories where they're, they haven't gone to court yet, but they say things more surely than this.
Yeah, so maybe there's more to the story that we don't know. They're just not telling us yet. They don't have any information yet. But this was on the weekend, so this happened on Friday. So wow.
Well, yeah, there will be after the autopsy. I guess we'll find out if there's more to it. If they find out like the parents actually did something, that'd be pretty messed up.
Yeah, but I can't say. You can't say. It could have been anything, right? Like, but why are you leaving a 3-month-old around a dog? A wolf, not a dog, a wolf. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, are you trying to make something bad happen?
You shouldn't even leave a 3-month around your regular home dog or cat, right? Like, you shouldn't leave a 3-month alone at all.
Right.
Now, what if it's only 2% wolf? Does that change anything?
Well, maybe.
Well, I don't know, but that's a thing.
Because there's nowhere in this article that it mentions that it's not saying half. It's just saying mixed ancestry and that they're aware it's in the lineage. But what if it's like one branch 5 or 6 branches ago?
But if they noted it saying that there has to be more than 2%. Because like if you're friggin' like I was gonna say something, but I'm glad I stopped.
Wait, they actually have like a percent.
Sometimes choice of words can be really bad, but like, yeah, say I'm 2%. Oh yeah, never mind. I stopped before I go. But I don't know. If it was in the paperwork, it had to be more than 2%. It had to be something that was gonna clearly be stated for a reason.
Well, when you say in the paperwork, what do you mean? Because like the only thing that's saying wolf hybrid is.
Well, I'm just saying they knew. If they knew, the family knew, they must have got. When you buy a dog, most of the time you buy a dog because you get some paperwork with it telling you what kind of dog it is.
No.
This was it probably from a breeder.
Not every time.
No, if you're not getting a breeding dog or something, it most likely doesn't have.
When you usually get a hybrid, that's probably a breeding dog. Just my opinion.
What?
Maybe.
Real mutts are all hybrid, right? And mutts almost never come with paperwork. I say this coming from experience. My dad bought a lot of dogs. We had a lot of dogs growing up, and we never had paperwork for almost any of them. The one of them we did was because it was a purebred beagle. You get paperwork on purebreds because they're for breeding, and people will pay money to have your dog hump their dog. Fun fact.
Okay, but yeah, so that's horrible. So, I think the parents will be charged.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I was also asking about the 2% is because one of the dogs we had growing up, Kane, was part wolf. Very small part. He was just like any other dog, though.
My neighbor's dog is part wolf, but
so they may be doing a lot of hyperbole with this, but it's still a big dog with a baby.
Yeah.
Even if you take the wolf out of the story, you're still at fault. You're still negligent and still horrifying, right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have clicked it if it weren't for the wolf. I'm looking at you, CNN. You can't see me, but I'm looking at you.
I'm gonna quickly show this. This is my neighbor's dog.
Okay, yeah. See, that's how much? It's got some wolf in him, or looks friendly.
Oh, if you know him, he's pretty friendly. But yeah.
But again, I don't think I'd put a 3-month-old near that. No. Not my 3-month-old.
No, I know what. You don't go near him if you're not like that's a thing. Like they don't have kids. They have a.
And that's why I think the fault lies with the parents. It's the parenting thing.
100. And it's sad to say that. I'm sure. I would hope to say the parents didn't want this to happen, but yeah, it's.
Well, I'm sure they probably didn't. I mean,
But it happened, and they got to deal with the consequences.
I can't be 100% certain, I guess, because I've seen too much on Reddit. I've seen literally parents who don't care at all.
And the sad part is that happens all the time. Again, hopefully this wasn't the case, but if they were in the basement drinking beer and left the baby upstairs alone, again, don't have a clue, don't have any idea if that is the case. But they should definitely they're going to get neglect regardless. They're going to get neglect causing death.
Well, yeah.
And also, I think, this article had none of the names, so it'll be a little difficult to follow up, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If we see the follow up on it.
Super sad. Super sad.
Be careful with your pets, people. Just have cats, okay?
I've heard cats have done stuff like that before too, but
no, you take that back. We retract that. that. Cats don't do things that are bad.
Okay.
From Sky News.
I don't have a claw in my throat.
Hundreds of unaccompanied children on bus intercepted in South Africa. Anti-Trafficking operation.
Yikes.
So, that's...
And they had 443 children under the age of 8.
That's
Holy
a lot
cow.
of kids.
Yeah.
Good on the African anti-trafficking team. Like, that's good. That's not good. It's sad that even happened in the first place, but that's
what do you do with those kids? Okay, what kind of life are these kids going to lead after being rescued, in air quotes?
I don't know.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it's
like, I mean, it's
poverty in the area.
The crime has already happened of them being kidnapped, and there's no undoing that. It's just kind of a shitty situation.
But maybe they can get brought home. I don't know. Like
42 buses.
Yeah, 42 buses. So please stop and search the 42 buses searching through the Zimbabwe side of the Beitbridge. I don't know how to say that. Bridge border post on Saturday. So yeah, they're just driving them in 42 buses.
And they were then sent back to Zimbabwe. Hold on a minute. Hold on. You found buses full of kids and you, quote, we denied them entry and activated the Zimbabwean officials to process them back into Zimbabwe. You just turned the buses around? They didn't rescue them.
Oh, that's not good.
But, am I reading that wrong?
No.
Wait.
Reading it wrong.
However, down below.
Okay, please.
Okay, let's read the however part, okay? So, many live in South Africa have suggested another possibility explanation for their entry in Zimbabwe. So, I don't know. So,
the African Diaspora Forum said it believed the children were being sent to visit their parents who are working in South Africa. Okay, but why do I feel like these kids are still not really helped?
No, they're definitely not.
So, wow, this kind of went worse than I thought it was going to be. Jeez.
Oh, well, that was just bad news all around. Okay.
It's irresponsible parents to let children travel without passports and travel with strangers. We have addressed this with parents. Okay, what?
Wait, they're trying to say that all the parents just said, get on the bus. 440 kids, get on this bus, go. And not a single parent got on with them. I don't believe that.
Were they paid for the kids? Were they given money? Maybe they're given money. Maybe they're all paid. And
are they just sending them there for a better life? Because they're saying that South Africa is Africa's most advanced economy.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true, but maybe. I don't know most of those countries, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't get it. And then they end it with saying South Africa launched a new border force in October to clamp down on illegal migration. Like, wait.
Huh.
So they intercepted him. I thought it was going to be they rescued a child trafficking operation.
So they just sent him
back.
Okay.
They intercepted them and sent them back because they're illegal immigrants.
Okay.
Like, okay. Fuck.
Well, that's, You go back up to the title again?
I thought the title was more positive. It says anti-trafficking operation.
Trafficking across the border. Not trafficking children, just trafficking across the border.
Oh my god.
Right, who cares about the children?
That's so fucked.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Well, thanks for bringing this to our attention. I mean, we're not always going to have the good news, but this is sometimes the shit you don't hear about.
And that's the thing, though. Like, if they can, this is the thing. They were pissed at what's his name? The Beast, Mr. Beast. Sorry, it took me a minute there. For building
the Beast.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But they were talking about Mr. Beast, and they were mad at him for building wells and water, right?
Mhm.
But if they
Well, I mean, they were saying, yeah, they got mad at him.
they got mad at him. That's exactly what it
They
is.
made it because they made them look bad.
Yeah. This makes them look just as bad. This makes them look horrible.
Oh,
they
for
can put
sure.
money into kicking them out. They can put money into making them turn around, but not to protect them. Like, if there's a
Yeah, and I
if
mean-
there was a bus of adults, okay, sure, send it around. But no, it wasn't. It was a bus
So
of
I guess
kids.
there's probably an argument though of like, okay, they're from Zimbabwe, so why should South Africa have to take care of the problem?
We can say the
There's
same.
probably some-
We can literally say
Right,
the
that's
same
what I'm
about
trying to-
any refugee in the world.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to equate in my head. Like, if you replace South Africa with America and replace Zimbabwe with Mexico,
oh, it'd be the end of the world.
I could see Americans having this exact take and going, yeah, send them back. And not caring that they're 8-year-olds. It's like, why would America have to take care of these 8-year-olds? And I don't know.
I think if there was a bus of 8-year-olds,
Humanitarian
America would take
reasons
it.
would be my answer to that question. Like, they need to get reunited with their parents, for sure.
But they talk. It looks like they talked to the parents. They said we had the discussion with the parents.
How?
Yeah,
It just
wait.
says we always tell Zimbabwe
Right
and
at the
parents.
bottom, it's irresponsible.
That's just generic.
At the right there, right next paragraph. It's irresponsible for parents to let children travel without passports. and
Again,
travel with
just
strangers.
for parents. That's specific.
We have
That's
addressed
not-
this. We have addressed this with the parents.
No, with parents.
With
There's
parents.
no the.
Yeah.
With again, it's all 3 times. They're saying they didn't talk to the parents of these kids. They just talked to anybody who's giving birth to a kid. They have a conversation at the hospital and say, hey, don't traffic your kid.
This article is pretty fucked up all around anyway.
Like, I wish I could say it wasn't that, but Mr. Mabhina doesn't ever come out and say he talked to the parents. Who's Mr. Mabhina? He's the chairman of that Africa Diaspora Forum that believes they might be going to their parents. Maybe. He doesn't know, and he doesn't care.
Okay.
Can somebody try to say his first name, though?
Nick Bootlang.
Pretty good, yeah. Jays?
No.
Okay, then. Well, this one was different than I thought it was going to be, but I think that's all I got on it, you guys.
I have nothing more.
All right. Well, let's jump into something different.
U.S. Navy
Associated
plane
Press.
removed from Hawaii Bay after it overshot runway. Coral damage being evaluated from AP News. So a Navy plane ran off the runway.
Yeah, they
And
missed.
damaged
This
some
is
coral.
this is our best. We're
Yeah.
sending our best.
So yeah. No, last episode I looked it up and it said America was like the second best or whatever. I think it was incorrect.
Yeah, we might not be. We might not be number 2.
Yeah, they're not. Maybe on Friday, but not anymore. You know, like
I mean, I know Hawaii's an island, but it's not that small.
okay. Cool.
But also, they apparently damaged some coral
Huh.
from The Walking Dead.
Okay, that's unfortunate. So, was anybody?
So this is the actual plane. I'm just making sure we're not seeing stock photos and
Yeah.
bullshit.
Captain's log.
Divers. It's a lot of the same shot here.
Yeah,
Well, is this where they were supposed to be, and that's where they are?
yeah. Well, that's maybe I can't tell you.
Well, that's a nice shot, though.
Yeah.
That could be like in a photo contest.
Could be. I mean, it definitely landed on some coral. That's not good.
That's it.
So yeah, landing gear from the U.S. Navy jet pulverized coral when it came to a stop in an environmentally sensitive Hawaii Bay after overshooting a runway nearly 2 weeks ago. So we're a little late to this. They didn't report it to us until December 4th is this article, but
Wow.
whatever. News travels slow, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, the Navy flew. I wonder if the guy's gonna get court-martialed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, give me the pilot's name. Divers are working to quantify the extent of the damage now that the plane has been removed. Hey, they got the plane out of the water, so that's good. I'm sure it's not very environmental to
But
have a plane
I
just
know,
sitting in
but
the ocean.
Coral grows pretty decent, doesn't it? Like,
I don't know.
No, actually, coral's actually having quite a bit of trouble with climate change. So it's all kind of dying off and causing the oceans to be the wrong pH balance. It's bad, actually. Yep.
They had to use inflatable cylinders or roller bags to lift and roll the plane off the reef. I don't know what either of those things are.
rollerblade. Those are so they don't like drag it. They lift it up. I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue.
This like doesn't.
But yeah, That's silly. I heard what's that? Is it pretty?
So it's a $1.5 million salvage effort. So that's the minimum cost of the damage.
Yeah.
That's just the cost to clean it up. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't even consider the cost of, fixing the planes and shit and the infrastructure.
The plane didn't lose any liquids or anything, so that's good. No hazards.
Other than seawater, plane hadn't really. Okay, that's good. That's the other thing I was thinking. Like, it's not good to just have a plane in the ocean,
but yeah, there's a whole bunch of crap in the ocean anyway. That big. I guess it damaged some coral, but.
So the Navy team earlier removed nearly all of the 2,000 gallons of fuel from the aircraft. Yeah, that's no reason you can't still use that fuel.
Yeah, keep it.
None of the 9 people on board were injured. The Navy is investigating the cause of the crash, so we don't actually know.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, though.
They released an underwater video last week, though.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this one. No, we didn't even know about it until today. How can we see it?
But they released the video last week. This is just so weird. The timing of that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
That's whoopsies. Somebody didn't get the 5 planes anymore.
With the coral, but could have been a lot worse. People could have died. A whole bunch of damage could have happened. The Navy just can't help itself when it comes to these environment. He said soon after the plane. Who was that?
Wayne Tanaka, I guess.
Tanaka, yeah. Okay.
The executive director of Sierra Club of Hawaii, who says that this incident adds to the distrust they have in the military. There was another incident where they had something leak into the water. Jet fuel leaked into Pearl Harbor drinking water well in 2021.
Oh, nasty.
That's pretty bad. 6,000 people got sick. Yeah, that was the thing I was literally thinking about. You don't want another tragedy after an accident. So
okay.
At least they got the fuel and the aircraft moved and no one was hurt.
Yeah, main story.
Except coral. So anybody who likes coral from The Walking Dead.
That's a Walking Dead reference. Some might get, some might not.
Look, you either get it or you just survive somehow. I think that's all we got on the plane.
I did make a thumbnail.
Sweet.
Just letting you know.
People will have to go to our YouTube channel if they want to check out the thumbnail.
True.
Okay.
Give us a like as well.
Yes. From CBS News, Ohio, white lung pneumonia causes not linked to China outbreak or novel pathogen.
So, Ohio white lung pneumonia cases not linked to China outbreak or novel pathogen, experts say. So they're saying it's not tied to some sort of COVID outbreak. Is that what they're saying?
COVID, like we discussed that actually.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
There's no COVID. There is no COVID outbreak. There's a pneumonia.
Some COVID-like outbreak. So they're just saying it's not some novel pathogen like COVID, and it's not whatever China's dealing with.
China is dealing with a current outbreak. But we have been doing some stories, and this is sort of a follow-up to those, just kind of clarifying what we're seeing here in Ohio is a different kind of respiratory problem. There's so many of them. Pneumonia is just in the list of them now, and I don't know what this white lung is. I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
it's good to hear it's not tied to the outbreak, because that would mean that it's already traveling overseas.
They're going to say that, of course. Why wouldn't they say that?
I'm going to call it before we scroll down. I'm going to guess that it's environmental and that they're exposed to some sort of hazardous chemical in the environment.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's my guess. That's my guess. It's my guess.
It's going to be definitely I don't know exactly what it is.
They didn't take enough Rinvoq.
It's just gonna be like in China, like people. It is cold and flu season 2, right? It is that time of year. So look at that guy. He's got the white.
I have no idea what that guy has to do with this. But anyways,
yeah.
He does go ahead.
Health officials in Ohio are warning about an increase in pneumonia cases among children, but experts say this isn't a connection between this outbreak and the one happening in China. Which makes sense because nowhere else is reporting anything. Located between Cincinnati and Dayton, shared an update on the outbreak there, noting 145 cases have been reported in children aged 3 to 14 years old. So something's causing it.
Okay.
It's the case of pediatric pneumonia, which some have referred to as white lung syndrome. Most typical cough, fever, and fatigue. Doctors say a case of bacterial pneumonia can be treated with antibiotics, and most don't require hospitalization. So they're just getting normal pneumonia infections.
So
But,
they
like,
say it
they
appears
nailed
to just be an uptick of typical pediatric pneumonia cases. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how, like, not weird, but stuff like this happens all the time. But now anything that's happens, people start freaking out, right? They're like,
Right.
yeah.
Well, they're on edge. They don't want to,
yeah,
you know, get laid off or
no, like they
And
just think like they're
told they're not allowed to have holidays anymore. Like I get it. They're scared of that shit.
It was a horrible thing, like for the whole world, right? The whole world.
Right.
You know? So they apparently had this director of the CDC at a House committee hearing on Thursday. So maybe we're a little behind the 8 ball on this story, but they're officially saying there's no evidence saying this is a new virus.
Yeah, well, it's pneumonia.
For what that's worth, I mean, the House of Representatives and the CDC are what they are.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they've been known to lie before, but let's hope they're not in this case.
The House committee has been known to lie a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
The CDC not very much.
Yeah, they
Not
probably lie
so
about
much.
some things. But I'm just saying.
What?
I don't think, well,
You can't just say that.
Well, yeah.
What thing did they lie about? Because now I'm going to ask you, what did they lie about?
Well, when CDC said that the vaccine will stop transmission, that was a lie.
When did they say that?
They didn't say it would stop that. That's not how vaccines work.
Yeah, that's literally not how vaccines work.
And their slogan was "Slow the spread, not stop it."
But yeah, I'm not a big. But
Next
I don't
line?
think they're lying in this one. So.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean,
we're gonna get one of those tags now.
Oh, well, I don't care. The more tags,
Of
the
course,
better, right?
what they're saying right now is that there's no evidence. So if it were a lie at this point, they'd be covering existing evidence.
And
So I agree, they're not lying.
What did I say on Friday? Remember what I said on Friday?
No.
You don't, but
good evening.
I said.
You said good evening.
I said that I do not.
Don't
think
forget
this
to thank the
has
bus
anything to
driver.
do with. I don't think that has anything to do with COVID or anything. It just
Yo, what's up, Tansy?
Those are my exact
You did say
words,
that.
right?
Yeah,
So,
you didn't think it was related. It's just another in the long list of things that we have to deal with during this time of the year.
Exactly. Like I'm done. I don't have much trust in a lot of companies like this anymore. But again, I said they're not lying in this case.
Oh, they even list them here. COVID, flu, RSV, mycoplasma. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I mean, and a cold. I don't know why they don't put that in the list.
They explain that mycoplasma is
pneumonia.
a type of bacteria that can cause pneumonia.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. There you go.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just normal stuff.
Yeah, it's
I mean, they're seeing an upsurge, but what does that mean? I mean, there's probably another thing that's causing why there's an upsurge.
Yeah,
are people more active?
Could be something there. It could be people are more active. The weather's been shitty.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of things.
Yeah, it depends where you are. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't think this. Let's hope these guys get better. All the kids get better and all that.
Massachusetts is also reporting an uptick in cases. So that's Ohio and Massachusetts.
So yeah, well, keep an eye on this. Hopefully it's nothing, but and again, the number one rule is wash your hands. If you're sick, don't go out. Keep safe. That easy. And wash your hands. Apparently, people don't wash their hands.
Yeah, people don't wash their hands.
I was watching this thing. Like it was the guy from like he sits in the control room on Big Brother, and he's been doing it since the beginning. And he said at least 80% of the people going on the show when they use a bathroom won't wash their hands when they leave. It's like it's
right here.
Disgusting.
They literally.
I've literally just seen it in public restrooms. Like
I know. It's
both just said most
he's
of
just
this
walking
here.
right from the stall right out to the.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing?
They have a list here. Wash your hands frequently. Sneeze into your elbow. Wear masks where possible. Stay at home if you're sick, so you don't spread it to others. I mean, that's simple stuff you can do, and should do. You should be washing your hands, you filthy animals.
Wash your hands. Yeah, I don't.
And I don't care that you're 6 years old. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Wash your hands.
And sneeze in your elbow. That's an easy thing to do.
Yeah, sneeze in your elbow. Don't just sneeze like straight in front of you onto somebody. What the hell is wrong with you, 6-year-olds?
But I've literally seen kids on the bus lick things.
Yeah. Why?
That.
I don't know. Like it is just I don't know. Like, but yeah. But yeah. Like again, hopefully nobody has it. If you do, get some help.
Yeah, and just like if you start to feel shitty or down, don't immediately think COVID. You should.
But that's the thing now.
be thinking other things and just talk to your doctor.
As soon as somebody gets a runny nose, like, oh no, COVID, it's sore throat, COVID. It's like, or it can just be a day cold, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay.
All
What
right.
else we have here?
We have a teen suing American Airlines.
Okay.
Now, did you guys cover this one, or did we decide that this is a new case of there being a bathroom in an airline?
Different case, I think. So.
Okay, well, let's read on.
Associated Press brings us this one. A teenage girl who says she discovered a camera in an airplane bathroom is suing American Airlines. Oh, apparently this is an actual photo?
Yeah,
an iPhone was taped to the back of the...
That's pretty obvious.
You know what? We did cover this, but we can cover it again.
Okay, yeah, it's like under the sticker, but this is the light and the camera.
Yeah. No, we did. We did cover this one, but we can cover it again. Yeah. Let's go on.
An iPhone is taped to the back of the toilet. That looks more like a webcam to me. It might be an iPhone.
Well, no, I mean, you can see like the camera lens here and the light lens.
So what happened, and now this is one where I remember, so before we go again, but the girl went to go to the bathroom, and then the stewardess, or the air attendant, what do you call them nowadays, jumped in front of her and said, I got to go in there and fix something. And then he's like, okay, the toilet's broken, just be careful. And then she saw it. So, but let's see if that's the exact same thing.
Hey, what's up, Watcher? How are you? Sorry.
But yeah,
somebody said
okay.
Hi.
Who wants to take anybody? Okay, the family knows currently, because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. So is he in charge now? Is there some news up, or is this just an older article?
No, they're suing American Airlines now.
Oh, good.
So I think that's the update. They
should have done that a long time ago. Like, did the guy get fired? Is he being charged for?
The guy got fired. But
he should be going after the guy who did it.
I don't think that they have a strong case against the airline. They probably have a stronger case against
here's their case against them. It's right here. The lawyers for the 14-year-old and her parents say that American Airlines, quote, knew or should have known the flight attendant was a danger. Don't know about that. But this part, they say the failure of other crew members to confiscate the employee's phone allowed them to destroy evidence. So they destroyed the recording.
Okay.
They let the guy get his phone back.
Then they deserve to get punished for that.
So that's questionable. That's
different than.
Yeah, that's.
But would you be trained for that situation? I think you'd be able to say, "You don't train me to do that. That's not my job."
Yeah, but if
my job's not to confiscate my coworker and my peers' phones.
Yeah, but if he was taking a picture of a little girl, you fucking that's a totally different story, right? Like, I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see how the lawsuit goes if that's what they're going with.
If that happened to one of my coworkers, I'd probably end up going to jail myself.
So we'll probably have an update on this one at some point with how the lawsuit went. I assume in like a year or so. It's gonna be a bit.
I want to know what they mean by they should have known the flight attendant was a danger.
Did he have a criminal record?
Right.
Did he have a record?
But maybe they didn't do a check on him, and maybe he had a record. Maybe he was on.
So American is now saying that since then he's been withheld from service and has not worked since. So,
yeah,
I guess at least from this standpoint, it's not going to happen again on their watch.
Though, right? He has not been fired.
We take this matter very seriously and have been fully cooperating with law enforcement in their investigation, as safety and security are our highest priorities, American said in a prepared statement. But like, how many of your coworkers are creepy? How many of your coworkers do things that are illegal that you just don't know about?
Well, there's several that I do know about. But this is the same story. It is confirmed finally down here that he entered the bathroom first saying he needed to wash his hands, then emerged a minute later to tell the girl that the seat was broken, but not to worry about it. And that's why there's that broken sticker on it.
Yeah. iPhone that was mostly hidden by the red light moved the the light was going. Like, that's fucked up. Whoa, like, I wonder how many times he's done that in the past.
But the camera flash was glowing. Like, that most obvious part you could see, like.
Right.
I wonder how many times he's done it in the past. Oh, that was not the first time he did that. You don't wake up one day and be like, I'm going to start taking pictures today.
So lawyers for the family suggested that the flight attendant removed the phone and erased images of the girl before letting her father see his iPhone photos.
But was it recorded?
Oh, so there was a confrontation on the plane then?
Oh, yeah. Sure. I'm sure there was.
Oh, my God. Like, that flight attendant is one lucky person, you know? Like...
They did not arrest the man because they did not find any incriminating images on his phone.
Oh,
This is an FBI. The family said an FBI
the
agent
guy got
told
away
them
with
that.
it.
Well, yeah, he did.
I gotta step away for a sec, guys.
The family's lawyers say they don't know the flight attendant's name, where he lives, or whether he still works for American. They're making it very difficult for them to go after him.
That is 100% wrong.
Many would call that protecting
That's
a pedophile.
That is, and it's still alleged, but it seems pretty suspicious. Like
It is alleged, but like I'm
It's-
hearing a
it's-
lot. Is there not other video or photographs?
and
I mean,
this is
they said
adding up.
the girl did take a picture of the phone. It said there,
Yeah.
so she's got the evidence that a phone was there.
And
That's
then
the
it's
photo
gone.
I think that we saw
Then
above.
where was the phone? Someone had the phone. Someone had that phone.
Neither the girl nor her family are identified in the lawsuit. The Associated Press does not name victims, of course, of sexual assault or abuse unless they come forward publicly, which makes sense. I'm not looking for those names. I want names of the perpetrator, to be clear. The creep, the guy that the lawyers also can't get the freaking name of, or where he lives, or whether he still works for them. We're only taking Americans' word that he has, what did they say? Been withheld from service. That's not fired.
Nope, is he on leave with pay?
That's desk duty until it blows over kind of wording. We're gonna move you to a different congregation kind of wording.
Yeah, we're gonna move you to the other side of the country.
Or we're gonna move you to a different state, but in a different PD, a different police department somewhere. Like, it's that same thing. Like, you're just shuffling around and waiting for it to blow over, aren't you? I don't like that.
Let's find out
Not
more.
one
But
bit.
yeah, that is definitely it. I do remember this now. But yeah, that is definitely.
But yes,
that is
and
definitely. That's definitely like. There's no way. Okay, I can't say there's no way.
I don't know if we're gonna have a follow up because it happened September 2nd, and our only follow up is we still don't know who it is, and there's still no charges against him.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get away with it, and potentially keep working for airlines.
Yeah.
It's the worst part is they're gonna potentially employ this person as an
and
attendant.
he can just do it again and again, and he can get smarter and do other things.
Of course,
now, right?
because flight attendants have access to this constantly. I mean, they're always able to go in and out after any customer and do anything
they want.
right? Really.
Okay.
All right. Well, watch out there. Make sure you check for cameras. I guess it's 2023. You have to check for them now.
Story, but every time I go to an ATM, first thing I do is I pull on the card thing to make sure it doesn't come off. Then I look above the pin pad to make sure there's no weird buttons. Then I look for a camera. I've been doing that since I was like 12 years old, and I can't stop now. Completely different story, but just protect yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next up from Fox News, U.S. national parks see new regulations restricting tourist flights. Ah, dang it. I was just going to fly my plane around all the national parks.
So I didn't know you can. I guess, I don't know.
Apparently you could. You were just apparently willy-nilly able to do it. The U.S. rule comes after federal court found the National Park Service failed to enforce a law governing air tours.
So they're just going to do free willy out there pretty much, right?
They were, but not now. Fewer planes and helicopters will be flying tourists over Mount Rushmore and other national monuments and parks as new regulations take effect. So if you want to get that awesome view of Mount Rushmore, nope.
You still can. It says fewer. It might still happen.
Fewer. Apparently Mount Rushmore is the most impacted by this, I was hearing.
Yeah. It'd be cool. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, no. I mean, I saw a picture of it in a book.
Me too, of course. But yeah, it'd just be cool to see that in real. It's different to see something like that in real life. It would be kind of neat.
Yeah.
So what are the new rules?
Well, that's a good question. One of the strictest yet was recently announced at Mount Rushmore and Badlands National Park, where tour flights will essentially be banned from getting within a half mile of South Dakota sites starting in April. So you can't get within a half mile of it. That's essentially banning you from getting as close as they were before.
That is pretty still close.
They were obviously getting closer than a half mile away.
But half mile is not that far in the air.
No, it's not. But for anybody who really likes this shit, this probably sucks. I don't know what we're going to be able to salvage. Oh, apparently this is a big impact to that business, though.
Well, yeah, but they were doing it unregulated. They're lucky they never caused any accidents or anything.
So apparently they've been failing to enforce a 2000 law governing commercial air tours over the parks and some tribal land. The schedule was crafted for setting rules, and many are wrapping up now.
Alrighty. Well, it doesn't affect me. Probably doesn't affect you. Probably doesn't affect the majority of people listening right now, but
Critics argue that the whir of chopper blades is drowning out the sound of birds, bubbling lava, and babbling brooks. Can't disagree with that. If I'm visiting these awesome like natural landscape places that we've put these things like Mount Rushmore on, the rest of it's nature. This would kind of break me out of it a bit.
You're on a nice hike or something. You don't want to have a helicopter flipping like.
I'm not going to come in on a helicopter or a plane. I'm the guy who's in a car visiting, and I'm going to park and get out and walk. So
exactly, walk away.
This doesn't hurt my feelings at all. This sounds like it'll be a nicer park experience.
Yeah, and maybe more birds will fly in the air because birds are pretty smart. They're like, well, it's dangerous. That's kills.
Now, of course, the air operators argue that they provide unrivaled access, particularly for the elderly and disabled. Hard to argue with their point too. Well, if you're disabled or elderly and can't really get access on foot, like I was just describing,
there's probably
this is the stuff for them. I mean,
okay, but there's probably ways to drive up there or get like there's probably like I don't know. I have to look into more of that. Could they just be saying that? I'm sure there's.
I'm pretty sure you just get a less good experience now. That sometimes experiences get less good. It's not like there's a workaround to everything. Sometimes things just get worse.
Yeah, some things are just goes.
I mean, it's better for some people, obviously. The way I described it for me, it would be better for me if I go there. So you hurt some people, you help some people.
Aren't we supposed to be getting done with all these fights and all that stuff? Like, why are we taking tours with a helicopter? Wasting all, like they should stop doing that stuff.
Oh, you mean as far as like wasting fuel?
Yeah, climate change.
Well, I mean, you can't tell somebody they can't have a business around flying people. If they factored the cost of what their customers are paying them,
but like people
will pay for it.
Yeah, but
well, I'm just saying this is America, and the way freedom works is they're allowed to start the company with that as their way of making money.
Off of killing the environment. No,
so?
I'm not.
That's not illegal.
I'm being facetious here, but
yeah, I mean that's not illegal.
But tell Greta that. So, she goes after.
Greta's not a legislator; she's an activist.
Right,
I'll call my legislators and see what they want to do with it. But honestly, all they end up doing is taxes and stuff, which are just like small amounts of money that these companies just pay. Like, oh yeah, I dumped all my stuff. What's the fine? $20,000 paid. Because I'm about to make $20 million. I just needed to dump the shit. Now that the shit's dumped, I can go make my $20 million because I didn't need all that uranium water. I just needed the energy. I'm going to sell that.
Is Jay still here? Or is she gone?
She took a short break.
Okay. I did take a short break, but I'm back.
Okay, I'm just checking.
But yeah, I mean, it's if they're not getting enough business now, which I think is going to be the case, to upkeep their business, yeah, they're going to go under.
That's
sucks to suck, but these regulations are directly targeting specific businesses.
But these rules were already a thing in 2000, so
yeah, these passed forever ago.
Yeah. And they just haven't been enforced. So they've been getting away with this for a long, long time.
Sounds like it's time.
Yeah. And it's true. Like, you know what? Let's get that. It's a national park. Let's keep it clean. Keep it clean,
There's
quiet. Let the
23
birds...
national parks.
That's it?
In here. That's the ones that they're being ordered to comply. Yep.
Oh, okay. That's just how many.
So Glacier National Park, Arkeys National Park, Great Smoky Mountains. All kinds of them. I haven't been to most of them.
Grand Canyon is
probably
too. Like I've seen those flights advertised in Las Vegas.
Hey, I don't have anything else on this one.
They have a lot more apparently. I don't see anything else in here.
Nothing too fancy. Yeah, what's that say? Okay, Glacier National Park means phasing it out, buying flights by the end of 2029. So yeah, Glacier National Park is on the way of phasing it out too.
Wood said that process has been broken and rushed and threatens to put some operators out of business. Well, yeah, they're saying they're going to end flights.
They're giving them time at least. Yeah, at least they're giving.
But it's going to be a struggle because, like I was describing, in America, you're free to do things like start a company that does things. So they'll find a way that this litigation or this regulation has some workarounds, I'm sure, and they'll find a way to do something.
Within half a mile, then, and don't fly within half a mile. That's still not that big of a deal.
They'll find a way to do something. They may not do air flights anymore. They may do a different kind of tour.
Yeah, let's get something else. Let's get something where.
Look, I was promised hoverboards. Yeah, maybe they decide hoverboards are.
I was going to say hoverboards, but
Yeah.
Jetpack.
Imagine
Or hot air
Where's my
balloons.
jetpack?
hot air balloons.
You know? There,
That
so-
is a legitimate actual thing because it has different laws.
Yeah. So.
A hot air balloon is not a whatever. A plane.
Engine, yeah.
It's not a.
It's not a
I
plane.
realize I don't know what a
So-
plane or a helicopter. It's not.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The way this is litigated, it's probably it says something about mechanically operated flying something, right? Otherwise, you couldn't use drones.
Yeah.
Or does this maybe this affects drones too?
Yeah, drones are more than likely in on that stuff too.
I mean, drones can get you those sweet shots.
Yeah, but drones are pretty crazy. Get in the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next up, CNN.
CNN
Treat your
travel. Treat your elf to a stay in Santa Claus's cabin this Christmas season.
What?
Yep. You can Airbnb at Santa's cabin.
No.
Now,
you
is this
could.
just- each year, millions of families wait for Santa Claus to visit their homes, but now you can visit his. Airbnb is inviting one lucky family to spend 3 nights at Santa's cabin in I don't know what it is. In Finland.
Santa doesn't
Spoiler. Santa lives in Finland.
No, that's not
Yes.
right. No, he
Roman-
lives
You'll get this
Mimi.
chance to experience the magic of Christmas in a winter wonderland. In addition to the stay, the family can volunteer to work in Santa's post office, which is only a short distance from the cabin. They'll be able to roll up their sleeves and help Santa's elves manage 30,000 letters he receives every day. Oh, this is the place where, like, if you send something to the North Pole,
Yeah, this is the North Pole's
place
post
in Canada.
box.
No, that's in
Nope,
Canada.
this is this place.
No, there's
not
there's
anymore.
probably
Here
more
it is.
than one. But there's one in Canada. There's one in Canada too that the Canadian Post Office takes care of.
This says it's the world's official Santa Claus post office.
Oh, give me a break. They can say whatever the fuck they
And we're
want
gonna
to say.
sneak behind the scenes of this. This is our liveliest time of the year.
This is where you get super mad. It's just when you talk about Santa doesn't live in Canada.
Yeah, no, he lives in Canada.
He lives in
Yeah.
Finland.
No, it
He
says
eats Finnish
right
meals.
here.
So the family will stay in a cabin bedecked in traditional Lapland decorations, dine on Finnish meals, gross, wear elf clothing, which will hopefully fit, and go on as many awe-inspiring adventures, says Airbnb. I don't know about this one. I think
And they might be
just-
overselling that a bit.
Yeah.
but-
Okay, no, the address is Santa Claus North Pole, and the postal code is HOHOHO, Canada. You don't even have to pay shipping. I mean, you don't even have to pay a stamp because they want to get delivered for free. Santa's.
But does it say Santa
Claus?
Claus's main post office on the building? Because this one does.
Oh.
Again, like I know a lot of people say that have their best pizza.
Or does
in
it say
town.
branch?
I know.
Does that one say branch?
A lot of people say they have the best pizza in town. Doesn't mean it's the best pizza in town.
No, the invention of pizza happened in this one place. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, that'd be kind of neat, but I can't go to Finland. I don't have a passport.
So the stay in
This is
Santa's
a-
cabin is free and may even include complimentary flights depending on
This
where
is
you're
a
from.
contest. This is some sort of drawing, some sort of thing. So booking a stay for an Airbnb starts on December 11th at noon Eastern European time.
I don't know how that works. I guess
Yeah, I don't know how that works either.
I don't know how they're gonna like make it a contest or is it first come first served like 5 a.m. That's it. You gotta be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
December 11th at noon Eastern European or 5 a.m. Eastern.
I guess I don't know, or they do. I gotta cover first come first serve. I guess I don't know.
I think it literally is, but it says it's free. So like, yeah, click those
No,
buttons.
it says for one lucky family.
So
This
yeah,
is a
maybe.
giveaway.
But see, maybe a whole bunch of people have it booked, but they're not for sure giving it to them yet.
Maybe. I don't know.
But it says
they
booking
seem-
for the stay on Airbnb starts on December 11th.
Yeah,
so
that
it's so
seems like
weird.
short notice. I don't know.
Oh, should I click this?
Don't do it,
Airbnb.com/Santa.
don't do it.
No. I mean, you can click it, but hashtag not sponsored. Fuck Airbnb.
Yeah.
Stop raising housing rates across the world.
Yeah.
Hosted by Chief Elf.
Lowering housing rates across the world, I guess is the better way to put it.
They have
Valley.
Wi-Fi, a microwave, and a hairdryer.
Ah.
And
Oh, yeah.
shampoo, conditioner, soap, hot water, shower gel, smoke alarms. Wow. They have a mini fridge, a hot water kettle.
So
There
anyway,
is no TV, no kitchen, no security cameras, no washer, no dryer, no air conditioning.
Yeah. Fuck that. Even though it's fucking Finland. Not that hot. Okay, but yeah, that's kind of neat. Good luck. Somebody enter it. If you win, enjoy. Take some pictures. Be on the show. Tell us about it.
Apparently, the chief elf is named Katja.
That's okay. It's a weird name for an elf.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, that's all.
Yeah.
You can go stay at Stan's fake house.
I think we only have a few more articles here, hey?
So from CNN, 11 climbers killed, 12 missing following an Indonesian volcano eruption.
Ah, well, that's on. Actually, I saw a video of some of it falling. They didn't show anything. Yeah, that's pretty sad and scary.
So this is 11 confirmed killed, with 12 still out there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they have some other injuries too.
So Mount Marapi volcano spewed volcanic ash.
Yeah. So it's located on the Pacific Ring of Fire. In Indonesia has 127 active volcanoes, so more than anywhere else in the world. It erupted Sunday.
Mount Marapi is among the most active, so it's an active one. The people who are climbing on it were most certainly aware of the risk. Hopefully,
right.
Not that
hopefully they were told the risk.
Right, but
no, I mean, but they, when you're a climber climbing on a volcano, you probably know the risks.
Exactly.
As sad as it is,
you're climbing on
they did find
volcano,
3 missing climbers alive, but 12 are still missing. So a total of 75 people, including climbers, have been so far evacuated, and those injured sent to the hospital, according to an update issued on Monday morning. So they're doing the best they can.
Okay.
Don't go climbing volcanoes.
Rescuers on the mountain.
Probably not the best idea.
Yeah, you always watch these movies where people go on hikes and shit. Always fan. That's never gonna happen to me. Because
you're never gonna be.
Well, because I go hiking insane places.
That too. I go to places where I don't go in the middle and go, oh, let's take this trail. No one's been down here in 50 years. Well,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, why not, right?
The even crazier part, though, is this has a team of 40 rescuers is on the mountain while eruptions were still taking place.
Wow.
So while they were doing the rescue effort, it wasn't even over. They were doing it during it.
That's pretty brave.
Which is crazy, but
it is crazy.
This is what it looks like from the village by here. Here's a student walking.
That's just that's crazy. They live by these guys live by it. They're not worried, but these climbers are probably not locals.
I mean, they probably have an emergency response plan for volcanoes. I mean, it's not something we ever have to think about, but we have those for hurricanes or whatever. I don't know, earthquakes.
We get a phone. We get a text message sometimes, and it'll tell us.
Because this says entire villages nearby also are covered in ash, so it's not like it was just the climbers in danger. There's the villages there too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I saw a video of a kid just covered in ash. Crazy.
Marapi apparently erupted in 1979, and 60 people died in that incident. This is not the first time this particular volcano has erupted.
Following the latest eruption, authorities have raised the second highest alert and barred all activities within 2 miles of the crater from being carried out. An official with Indonesian National Disaster Management Agency told Reuters that masks have been distributed to residents and encouraged them to stay indoors. That would kind of suck.
Yeah, I mean, the ash is still falling. It falls
go outside and just great
forever. It's just crazy.
Ash.
Climbing routes and trails have been closed, so no additional people will try to take risks.
They shut that shit down. Well, rest in peace to those who died. It's super sad. Hopefully they find some survivors.
Yeah, definitely. Wish them the best of luck and
good on the 40 rescuers are literally going in towards a volcano. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's like firefighters on crack. It's they're literally like lava fighters.
Alrighty.
Crazy stuff.
Well, I think we got an exciting one here next, don't we?
We do. This is our final story for the night. Brought to us from Gizmodo.
Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer leaked early, coming in 2025. Wow, that's a mixed bag of a title, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Had me in the first half.
So yeah.
Yeah, had me in the first half and lost me in the second half.
So yeah, the trailer got leaked today. I went ahead and watched it. It was... I was actually thinking it was fake at sometimes because it looked so
Oh yeah, the graphics are amazing.
No, I don't want to show. I don't want to show them
graphics.
the show because it's leaked, and I don't want to get in trouble from Grand Theft
Oh,
Auto.
it's not. It's actually on Grand Theft Auto's.
Is it okay?
Now.
Let's watch this trailer then.
Yeah, there it is. It's on Rockstar's account. See.
Okay.
Make sure you mute it because the music is not.
So it was supposed to be released Tuesday, so it's not like it's that crazy early.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But
someone got their hands on it. They leaked it, and so Rockstar just said,
yeah,
"Fine, here's the trailer."
Yeah.
They want to get the likes.
So coming 2025. It's already muted.
But look how good that looks.
We're so used to looking at GTA 5 that
so yeah,
like the fact that it has even like modern day graphics is just freaking amazing.
Like it's just insane how well it looks. Like right here, that like you can tell that's animated.
Yeah.
But
look at the variety of people.
Yeah, meet your new peds.
Yeah.
Yeah, meet your new peds. Yeah.
Like and I'm sure somebody's going to look at this and look through every single one of them in the background and see if there's duplicates. I'm not seeing duplicates.
Yeah, I'm not seeing duplicates either. The lady in the chair with the orange top in the background might be the same as the lady in the front with the zebra top.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we'll find out. It's statue, not for a long time. But yeah,
we got boats.
There's this chick having fun, like.
I guess so.
Like. Yeah, just looks so insane.
Also, the density of cars and people is pretty good.
Like you can tell that's kind of gameish, but
and then they got this like Instagram live kind of look that they keep pulling up, like with the chat and stuff. So they're
like this right here.
Mad Job in GTA RP, Alligator Wrestler.
Let's just scroll. Yeah. Let it scroll. Face tattoo guy.
Yeah, that is like I don't know. At first I was like, is this just a whole bunch of random clips from different games? But
no,
not now. But
6.
That's So yeah.
And he's got the Vice City look.
And then they hit us with coming in 2025.
Oof. Right at the very end of the trailer.
Here and over a year away.
But you know what? This is how I look at it. I would rather wait a year than have a game that doesn't have any glitches works than a game that
disagree with you.
I know it's annoying, but then have a game like Cyberpunk that comes out that completely hits the fan, right? So
right. No, I don't disagree with you at all. Yeah. I think it's a good thing that they're taking their time with it because this is going to be their revenue going forward for the next 10 to 12 years. Yeah. So they do have to stick the landing. They got to make this right. And so I understand it, but I'm sad.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I was hoping surprise, it's coming out for Christmas or it'll be out in January.
And I heard rumors it might come out in April 2024. It's that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder when pre-sale will go on, but.
Well, and especially with a hacker breached their servers and released some footage of the pre-alpha development. I mean, showing they've already got chunks of it done.
Yeah, but it's such an open game that they're gonna have alpha testers and then they're gonna get the beta testers, right? And then boom, right? So.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that we get more trailers along the way. And then I also hope that PC is going to come out at the same time as everything else. Because if it's going to be that far away, and you come out in 2025, let's say it comes out in 2025 in March or something, and then PC doesn't come out until November, that would suck so much.
Freaking that's so far away anyway, but I guess it's not that far away. Donald Trump will be president again.
I just want to say I've been live for 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Awesome, that's pretty good. I've been going on for an hour. We've been going on for an hour tonight. But I don't actually think we have too much more.
So this is interesting. This article says that GTA 5, despite the years, the game became the best or the third best selling game of all time behind Minecraft and Tetris. I'm looking at it and it's ahead of Tetris.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's number 2.
Yeah,
it's still behind Minecraft by a chunk, but yeah, 190 million sales. I don't know if that must be units, right?
What do you mean?
I don't know what the. Well, it just says sales 190 million, but there's no dollar sign anywhere.
Just GTA 5
units
netted
sales,
Rockstar $8 billion in revenue over the past decade. That is like an industry level amount of money from one game.
Yeah. And that's just one game, yes. And not including all the other Grand Theft Autos that are still out there.
Right.
And all the other stuff, like all that, right? Like Borde.
Oh, they're adding together multiple Tetrises. I see how you do it. There's multiple Tetrises.
Because okay.
Okay.
But this is just GTA 5. They're not adding all GTAs together. If they did, GTA would probably beat them all out of the woods, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, GTA 4 only has 28 million. San Andreas has 27 million.
It's crazy
so
to think.
That gives them like another 55. That's not enough to get to Minecraft.
I'm one, if not two, of each of those games. You know.
I mean, Grand Theft Auto is a Tetris away from Minecraft. Yeah. Number 2 is number 3 away from number 1. That sounded stupid. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't have a clue what
you said there. I know what you're saying.
Like the difference between number 2 and number 1 is huge.
Is it? Okay.
It's 110,000 or 110 million difference.
I didn't realize Minecraft was that big. I've only played it like twice in my life. I've played it twice in my life.
Let me just throw this.
And the first time I did it, I was babysitting my friend's daughter, and she was like, "Want to play Minecraft?" I'm like, "Okay." Yeah. She coursed me.
And this is the number of units.
She coursed me to go down this friggin' tunnel. Then she friggin' buries me in this goddamn tunnel. And then she thought it was the funniest thing ever, and I couldn't get out. And I got so mad. And she was like,
"Why don't you just dig stairs?"
Yeah, and I was in it, like, because she dug a tunnel, and then she buried me in it. But yeah, anyway.
Kids.
I still, that happened. Incarnate. That happened like probably 12, that probably happened 12 years ago. And if you're listening, sorry, I'm seeing you.
Red Dead Redemption 2, but that is not a game.
There's another giant chunk of cash for them is Red Dead Redemption 2. Those two games.
Yep. And it's kind of crazy. I didn't think Wii Sports would be up there. Is that just because it comes for free?
Yeah. It comes for free.
Yeah.
Literally, that is the number of Wii's sold, not nothing else.
And see, there's another Tetris 1989 has 48 million units.
Yeah, that's the NES and Game Boy one, right? Yeah.
Presumably? Yeah, Game Boy NES.
Pokemon is a quarter of what GTA is.
But they break it apart. I mean, this is green,
it's
red,
first
blue,
gen.
Yellow.
That's first gen.
Yeah. And on down, they have the other ones. So Breath of the Wild's only at 32 million units, even though it's an amazing game.
Yeah.
You know, so how good a game is doesn't necessarily equate to how many people go get it.
No.
There's Gen 2, Gold, Silver, Crystal at 29 million. But see, down here, finally we get to GTA 4 and San Andreas. Much smaller numbers, still good numbers, though. I mean, they beat Super Mario World, one of the greatest games of all time.
Right.
I love that game, yeah.
It's such a good one. Sword and Shield.
It's a pretty good one.
Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun. So, like, as the generations went on, Pokemon units went down, just overall. Diamond, Pearl.
But yeah, I think
it is with those Scarlet, Violet, Ruby, Emerald.
I think it's time to wrap up the show here.
Because this was the most recent one, right? Yeah, the Switch. And it literally is as it went down.
Say on my outro tonight, new season of Fortnite's great. Look forward to killing you all.
Yeah, that was unrelated to any news article, but that is news. New Fortnite season.
It was fun. I got kind of... Jason and I both got screwed over on the main event, but it is what it is.
We got to eventually do it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
But it still was kind of a bummer. We were
they owe you a battle pass.
We were in
the other
Zap, and then
better.
they booted us out right before the event, then we got put in queue.
Mike's going to demand a free battle pass.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I'm over it.
Send them a letter.
So, Jays loves Fortnite. Anything from you, Dustin?
Just thanks everyone for being here and everyone watching. If you're watching later on YouTubes and stuff, click those buttons, leave me comments. It's been the way that kept me house.
Thank you very much. And if you are watching later on YouTube, please go to our Kick site and give us a follow. If you're watching on Kick right now, please give us a follow. Our website's borderlinebetter.com. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And Facebook, I think. I said one twice.
Formerly known as
X.
Twitter.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
Currently known as X.
Currently is known as X. And if you want to be on the show, definitely drop us a line. We're always looking for guests to come on. We like to have a conversation. We did like different views. We like to just talk deep into some
Banter.
stories, banter, and we will talk about anything you want to bring up. Well, maybe not anything, but majority of things. And
Yeah,
actually,
we'll shut you down if you bring up something bad.
for sure. And as always, it is okay not to be okay. We updated the website here, so because we want to let people know that it is okay to not be okay. Some people don't realize that there are people there to chat too. A lot of resources on my page here at borderlinebanter.com. You can seek help North America wide. You can call 988. I'm not sure about numbers everywhere else, but
There's some additional numbers on our website here.
Yeah, for anybody you want, for National Suicide Prevention Line, Veterans Line, Crisis Text Line, and there's just a whole bunch of literature there too that will definitely, if you know anybody or you just want to read up on it, some great information. Again, thank you very much for watching. We will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. I cannot host right now, but I will be back Wednesday.
Yeah, I think the viewer count is completely messed up, to be honest.
I'm not too sure, but yeah, I think it is too. But yeah, we'll chat soon. Stay safe. Enjoy.
All right.